Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back. Um, just wanted to take a second and show you guys this project that I've been working on. Little design I came up with. If you guys haven't noticed all the fishing poles up there, I'm a big fishing fan. And I got a buddy who actually has a fishing YouTube channel, Team Skunk Fishing. I'll leave a link in the description of this video. You guys go check him out. He catches giant cutthroat trouts out of Pyramid Lake in Nevada. Pretty cool stuff. He also catches a lot of big bass and all kinds of stuff. But anyways, so I made him a lure. It's made out of basswood. I whittled it into shape with the with my knives, and then carved a little mouth part out with the dremel. Anyways, I'm gonna flip it around. I'm gonna show you. This is the prototype. This is the one I just made, kind of to give me a rough idea. So far it's, well, hang on, let me flip it around and I'll tell you about it. Alright guys, so this is the little lure. It's kind of like the popper style, you know. So if you look real close down here on the bottom, you can see I put see the silver part here, focus camera, right there. I put a little lead weight down there, trying to get it to, I want it to float this way. However, it's not heavy enough, so I'm going to have to drill another hole probably here. And I got this little split shot that I split in half. That's just half a split shot. This is the other half. So I'll shape this, I'll round it out, shape it, and jam it in there somewhere. And hopefully that'll be enough weight to make it lay the way I wanted. But here we go. You can kind of see. Let me find it. There we go. So hopefully this will catch him some fish. It's got a little quick connect right there, so it makes it a little easier to hook it up. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna make another one. We'll do another video. We're actually gonna go to Walmart here in a minute, and yeah, we're gonna go to Walmart here in a minute and get some little eye hooks and some split rings and treble hooks. And then tonight we're gonna make another one of these. Maybe a little bit different, but something real similar. And these will be getting used. I'll leave a link in the description to his channel. Yep. So stay tuned, guys, and we will carve a lure. Alright, guys, we made it to Walmart, and we are in the fishing aisle. Let's see if they have what we need. So weird, everybody wearing masks. Alright guys, so we got our supplies, and now we're gonna head back to the house and whittle a lure. Alright guys, so we are back from the store. I had to buy this kit just to get the little eye hooks. That was the smallest they had. Also got some size 4 treble hooks. We got some quick connect swivels and some split rings. So we're gonna set these to the side. We don't need those yet. So I got this little block of wood here. I'm not real sure on the measurements here. Let's see, I can find a. Well, if I knew where my tape measure was, I would measure it for you. But it's like a small square piece. What, like 1 by 1? Doesn't have to be perfect. So we're gonna go similar style to this, maybe a little bit skinnier. So we'll go ahead and just kind of draw on the rough shape. So it's gonna come down. There's his mouth or whatever. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Basically, what we're gonna do, we're gonna take all these corners off. We're gonna round this whole thing, and then we'll worry about the final shape. So, I'm gonna be using my Beavercraft knives. I'll stick that pencil over there. I don't need the sandpaper right now either. Get all this stuff out of my way. Gonna be using this one here. It's made by Beavercraft. It's nice and sharp. I strop them constantly. So we're just gonna go ahead and take these corners off just like this, all the way around. Just make this thing round, okay? So let's do that now. It's got this big crack in it. Might end up actually switching to a different piece of wood. I didn't notice that crack. That's not gonna work. Let me find a different piece. Hang on. So I got this square chunk here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and split it right down the middle. We'll use my pocket knife here. Make sure your fingers are clear, and just go ahead and push down just like that. So about the same size as the other one's, a little bit shorter, but that's fine. We'll save this one for later. Make another lure or whatever with it, who knows. So anyways, yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and go through and round this whole thing out like we were doing with the other one. And then once I get it rounded, I'll get back with you and we'll go from there. So right now I'm just gonna round it out, okay? Okay guys, so you can see we kind of got a round shape here. You could always bypass this step and just get a round dowel to carve, but I already had all this basswood. You can see these blocks here, I got a whole bunch of it, so that's what I like to use. I use the wood that I already have. So now we need to draw on, this is going to be the mouth part, like the popper part. So we're going to draw a circle here so that we don't go too thin. Okay, this is a rough idea of where everything's gonna lay. And then as far as the shape, so I want it to kind of come in here. So we're gonna go all the way around with this. Something like that, guys. So basically, it's gonna kind of taper in like this one. You can see how this one tapers in right here. Tapers in and then comes back out, almost hourglass-like. We're gonna do the same thing here. Okay, so you can see I'm just kind of tucking that little V out. Doesn't have to be perfect now, because we are going to come back later with the Dremel and smooth this whole thing out. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this and just kind of, you want to cut deeper as you go down. Watch, make sure your thumb's out of the way. You don't want to cut your thumb. Keep your thumb below the lip, just like that. And we're just going to shape this so it tapers down, okay? So we'll just keep going all the way around, just making it smaller towards the tip, just like that. Make sure you keep it symmetrical. You don't want it going off to one side. You want it to stay right in the center. Okay guys, so we've got the basic shape here, what I'm going for. See how it tapers down to a point. Not a real sharp point, but don't worry about the cut marks. We're going to sand it smooth. So now as far as the top here, we're going to go ahead and taper this side down and then just round it out, and then we'll go ahead and cut the top, cut the mouth in, and then we'll finish shaping it from there. So you want to come in at a little bit of an angle and just knock these corners off all the way around, okay? Just like this, all the way around. Just get rid of that sharp edge. Okay, so we did that all the way around. Now we can go ahead and I want to bring this taper down a little bit towards the front here, not as much as the back, obviously. But we're going to taper it in just a little. You guys can do yours however you want. This is just the way I'm doing mine. Take that little edge off there. And remember, we're going to come back through with a sander and sand this all smooth, so I'm not going to be too crazy with it. Now we're going to take just this top edge off. Just kind of round that over. Smooth it out. Just taking off the edges, kind of rounding it. Alright guys, now we're going to go ahead and switch over to the Dremel. So, we'll put our knives away because we're done with them. Okay guys, I got the knives cleaned up. We'll get this lure here out of the way, hang it up. And then we're just going to use the little drum sander here and just smooth this whole thing out. And then we'll worry about carving out the inside. Alright guys, you can see it's all sanded up. This is the final shape. Now we're going to switch over to the Kutzall Extreme Flame Burr. The link will be in the description where you can get one. And we're just going to go ahead and hollow out the middle just like this one. Okay? So, let's go ahead and do that now. Alright, and then we will go ahead and smooth it out on the inside with this little round stone here. Okay. Alright guys, and as far as shaping your fishing lure, that's basically it. Just a little cylindrical shape. We got the hole in the mouth where the mouth area is. You see in this, the other one I painted. This one I'm just going to stain. So I'm going to burn it first, bring out some of that wood texture, and then we're going to stain it with my favorite stain, the natural stain. Let's go ahead and clean up some of these chips here so I don't start a fire on my desk. And then we'll get the torch going and get to burning. Okay, so as you can see, I just got it sitting on my little vise here just so I don't set my table on fire. And we're just going to lightly toast it. If I can get it to stand up. Alright guys, so now we're going to sand it real quick one more time, and we'll throw some stain on it, and then it's time to do the hooks. Ooh, that's hot. Fire's hot, guys. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and stain this with the my natural stain here. This is my favorite stain. I like the natural colors of the wood, you know, I don't want to make it all dark and whatever. So, got a paintbrush here, bloop, 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 and we're just going to go ahead and stain her up. Fish ain't never seen a lure like this in the water. Or maybe they have, but this one's made by me. Okay. Then I'm gonna go ahead and wipe her down. And when this lure here is pretty much done, guys, all we got to do now is add the hooks. Alright, and then we'll Mod Podge it to make it waterproof. You could also use clear nail polish or like a clear spray paint, something like that. I have a clear wood finish, maybe I'll just do that instead of Mod Podge on this one. We'll do a clear wood finish. But, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So we're going to throw some hooks in there and then call her good. So we're going to let it dry for a minute, and I'll throw the clear coat on it, and then I'll get back with you, and we will put some hooks in. Alright guys, so we're down to the final step here. Well, pretty much the final step. I've already gone and pre-drilled the holes. So now what I'm going to do, these eye hooks are a little bigger than I'd like, but it was the smallest they had. I was going to use some wire. You could also use wire to do this, but the wire was really thick, so this is what I have. So I'm going to put a little bit of this super glue on here just because I really don't want these to be coming out when my buddy hooks a fish with this awesome lure, right? We're just going to go ahead and screw it in tight. And that super glue will dry and keep this thing in there good. Okay, go ahead and straighten this like so. And we're going to do the same thing with these other ones here. Just a little dab of this Starbond thick super glue. If you put the thin on there, man, it just runs everywhere, and next thing you know, you're gluing your hands to everything, and it's just not good. So get this screwed in there. Use the pliers so we get it nice and tight. Screwed all the way down. Okay, and then we're gonna bend that straight. Alrighty. And then we got the last one here, which is where you're gonna hook your line to. Get a little extra super glue on this one because I think this is gonna have the most pull force when that big fish hooks onto it, right? Okay, use the pliers, screw it all the way down. And then we'll let that set up for a minute. And then we'll go ahead and put the hooks on it. Okay guys, so getting these little split rings on the hooks is kind of a pain in the butt. What I do is I'll jam my fingernail in there as best I can. And then let's see if I can get this on there. Gotta get to the opening there. Try not to hook yourself. Okay, so now we got that. Come on. It's a pain in the butt, guys. Pain in the butt. Okay, so we got to start it on the hook. And then what you want to do is use that little bit there of the hook to get it started on that ring there. Now we can go ahead and spin her on. Easier said than done, guys. Just trying not to stab myself here. You guys see what I'm doing? Sorry. Okay, so there's one hook on. We're going to do that for the other hook and also for the little quick release on the top. Okay, I'll show you guys as soon as we're done. Alright guys, and there she is. This is the final product here. Just a quick little fishing lure. Ideally, you'd probably want to use smaller eye hooks, but like I said, these were the smallest they had, so I'm just going to go with it. But I think this will catch a fish. What do you guys think? Anyways, yeah, this is something different. You know, not just an art piece carving, a piece of a carving that I've done that might actually catch somebody some fish. So I'm gonna get this in the mail probably tomorrow or the next day, and I'm gonna ship it off to my buddy. And as soon as he uses it, I'm sure he'll post a video. And then yeah, I'm gonna leave a link in the description to his channel. You guys go check him out if you're into fishing. Like I said, he catches some pretty big fish, guys. So yeah, go check them out. Team Skunk Fishing on YouTube. I'll leave a link. And thanks for watching, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you guys learned something. And I'm looking forward to catching you guys on the next one. Have a good night, guys. Peace. Alrighty, guys. Here it is after I Mod Podged it next to the other one. And there's a surprise lure in the box for you as well, Johnny. And the only hint you have to go off of is it's got glitter. Also, you might not want to open it on camera. Alright, guys. Have a good night. Bye.